as serving as president of this club. And as always, Joe was always the source of knowledge that all of us have gone to. And that's very important in Rotary. He has probably forgotten more than I'll ever know. So I recognize that. And Joe, yes, I will be calling on you, along with many of you, because many of you here have been in Rotary a long time, and many of you are past presidents. So I'm going to draw upon the knowledge that you have, try to soak up that, and continue to do the good work that this club has done over the years. Going back to Joe, Joe continues to go to these district assemblies, learning more about the foundation, because that's really his interest, and understanding the foundation and grants and how it all works, and that's a vital part of what Rotary does. He is a Paul Harris Fellow also, and that's good. And he is from Sri Lanka, as is Dr. J. And that's a long way away. 10,000 miles? Is that right? It's a long way away, right? And we all know, because we've been educated, that's formerly Ceylon. We understand that, as of 1972. But what Joe has reflected, he has truly earned what I would call the title of Mr. Rotary. Thank you so much for serving this club. And I have something special for you. Nancy, can you help me for a second? Nancy's unpacking something, Joe. You told me, Joe, that you didn't want a plaque.
I have full off that. So.
You didn't want a certificate. You didn't want anything. So we gathered something from 10,000 miles away. We got beer specially made in Sri Lanka for you. 2 types of beer. And I've got what they were. One is what?
And it wasn't easy.
This was not easy, by the way. My daughter, bless her heart, and my wife, they went to the store and the person says, we can't find a beer that's made in Sri Lanka, but somehow they found it. One is stout and one is
Malt. Very cool.
Malt or something. Yeah. So I'm sure he's going to share this with us, right? So
He's going to pass it around.
Very good.
Very cool.
Very cool. That's a good idea.
And Dr. J and you, I'm sure, will let me know whether that's genuine or not.
Yeah, I will tell
But
you.
the problem we had to get it. And it has a very Sri Lanka name, Lion.
Lion.
So let me just add some additional comments, and I'll be short because I can't stand that long. But basically, one, I want to thank Ron very much for bringing me into this club, though you had to drag and twist my arm for 2.5 years, but I came.
It was hard.
Thank you very much. I did notice when I came in, I said, Nala, Joe is finally not going to be a president anymore. Thank you. So I have that job now. I think the first benefit that I had with this club that I noticed almost immediately was the fine group of people that are here. And they come from all walks of life. And I wrote them all down. I hope I don't miss out anybody. But basically, people from business, real estate, accounting, medicine, education, law, insurance, mortgage, banking, and some who are retired who are still contributing just as much as everyone else. I hope I didn't leave anyone out or any category out, but I do know all of you represent a good crosscut of our community here. However, the best, in my opinion, the best benefit that I have got is that I had made new friends and expanded my life into this program to share friendships with you. You know, there's a saying, my wife will tell me, there's a brownie or a Girl Scout saying, make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and one is gold. and there's a lot of silver and gold here. Thank you very much. I appreciate the friendships that I've had.
Is he gonna sing? No.
No, I'm not going to sing.
It's not a sing, it's a song.
So here's what I'd like to propose to you. I have a vision of where this club will go, and it's not going to take up a lot of time, but basically, based upon the foundation that all of you have produced into this club and laid for me that foundation to go forward with certain things that I think would be beneficial to the community using all your talents and expertise. Our club may not be large in membership, but we've got such quality people here. And you've just heard a little bit of what each of you have done, some members have done here. And those really have gone unnoticed. And by the way, Isla Jean, you mentioned at the last meeting about the ceramics. My wife and I were at a ceramics dealership where, I forgot where we were, and your pieces were on display. Where did we go, Janet, remember? In South Miami?
Ceramic League.
Ceramic League. Did you know that? And, I know that lady. I know the person that made the ceramics. And she also donates a lot of money to the club from that hobby. I know it's a hobby or business, but I know what you do. Thank you, Isla Jean. We appreciate that. The other thing that we spoke about Mario, I want to just tell you a little story about Mario's award, and I'm very glad to see him do that. Tom Boswell and I were at the district assembly several months ago. I think there's 53 clubs in the district. There were over 500 people there. And there came a time, there was a meeting of learning how to be a Rotarian, how to increase our effectiveness in the community, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then they had an awards program. And most of the clubs there are really fairly large. Some are 150 members, 100 members, 90 members. They got a lot more people to draw upon. They have professionals. And they were handing out the awards, and Tom and I were sitting at the same table. And the club of Weston, the club of whoever it might have been, everybody was getting awards. And of course, Tom and I realized that it's difficult to compete with such large organizations, and they deserve those awards, by the way. And some of the people, some of the clubs had, design experts in them, professionals who design websites, etc. And Tom and I were looking at each other and clapping our hands for everyone that got. And all of a sudden, we heard Miami-Dade Pinecrest. And Tom looked at me, I looked at him, who? What did we do? And they called up, asked to take the award, and I walked up and I accepted it for the club, and sure enough, it was the best design. You beat out professionals who were doing that, Mario. Great job, and I'm so glad. What I'd like to do for this coming year is penetrate more into our community and let them know what we are doing. I want this club to have focus and branding. It's, I put it this way, it's not the path you take, but the footprints you leave. And I want to know that after this year, I want to help build a foundation where everybody in our Pinecrest community area, Dadeland area, knows what we have done for this community. And I plan on initiating certain projects that are a little bit innovative. I won't go into detail now, but I think they will help the club, help our community, and give us a branding in the community. And I will call upon each of you to help me to do that. So it's my goal to do whatever I can to continue the good name of this club and continue to serve our community. Thank you. And what else is next, Joe? On the
Just dinner.